It was mere seconds before we got there. And just another second before we snapped out of our trance and pulled Dylan's little body off of my delicious-looking aunt. What was happening to me? I was craving her more than I was craving turkey. I had to hold myself back, to control my urge to finish what my brother started and go for help. Yeah, getting help. That was the right thing to do. I called 911 and I told them what happened. My dad had Dylan pinned to the ground. My mom was yelling at my dad. My aunt was crying and screaming, and my little cousins were hiding in the other room, but I was standing in the kitchen, eating turkey, until the ambulance arrived and took Aunt Kathy to the hospital. And the police came and took my brother to the jail. They decided that my brother was too dangerous to be sent to a hospital, and that since it was most likely a mental condition, that whomever they could find to analyze him could do it safely in the Justice Department building. That's what they told us anyway. What I found out later was that this had happened to 20 or 30 other homes that night, and the police were just taking them in for quarantine. This is the point where I should have said something about my own condition, but I didn't. I went to my room because I was feeling tired, and I fell into a deep sleep, and eventually died. I know I died because I didn't dream. Dreams have a specific feel to them where no matter how convinced you are that they're real, there's a little something on your shoulder saying, nope, didn't happen. But what I did see was real. Sweeping colorscapes, pulsating, rippling waves almost like a trampoline with billions of brightly colored marbles all over it. And the colors were infinitely different and beautiful. Shades and tones I had only caught glimpses of when I was a kid, and I used to push on both of my eyeballs until the colors came. At first it seemed random, like misfirings in my brain, like nerve endings exploding and the shrapnel joining the rest of the magnificent display. But then it all began to come together. My brain started to figure it out like a puzzle. I could see through the chaos and the colors, and the world around me was there. It was my house, but it was moving. Like I could see all the molecules and the atoms that made up everything around me. I had passed away on my side, so all I could see was the inside of my room, Dylan's empty bed, the door to my room, my desk, all dancing for me like a Van Gogh painting come to life. And then, right as the sun started to peek through the window into the room, causing the billions of colors to turn to trillions of colors, I began to drift ever so slowly into the room, like a perfect camera movement, just perfectly smooth, floating. I looked right, I looked left, I looked down. I didn't seem to have any physical presence at all. I was just sight. What's happening? A surge of electricity. The only thing I actually felt that night. And then the colors fade as I'm sucked back into my dead body, back to the muted, ugly colors of our world's sunrise, back into the miserable body that I am doomed to walk this earth in as I take my first breath in over 8 hours. The parasite inside me has reprogrammed me for its own purposes. There's no fighting it now. It's time for protein. I'm hungry. And I know exactly who I'm going for first.